I really start with how I see the number laying out first. So I start with formations and what I can do with 36 people on that giant stage. And then I decide from there some dance steps and the transitions. Once I figure out what the transitions are, I color those exits so I can track people throughout the whole number. Then I start at the end of the number and I go from A to JJ, each one representing a rockette, and work my way back that way to the top of the number so that everybody ends up in the lineup at the end. I'm an old-fashioned gal. I start with my graph paper and colored pencils, and I usually do that always. If I have an X that is an orange and an X that's a red and an X that's a green, I follow those three. I have assistants that we dance and make sure they can make the travels and the moves. It also helps learn a number by writing it down and figuring out what those formations are going to be. But once we have a number that's down, and like Wooden Soldiers, we know what it is, then the assistants put it on the computer. If we make changes, it's very easy to just switch things up. Sometimes the steps maybe don't work out so well, or we're too close to one another, so I have to change the numbers, because it's not just the dance steps, but it's also the travels that we do so that we are symmetrical. Even though it's a giant stage, when we're in lineup, every woman has 2 feet of space, really, so we use the odd numbers, so everybody's on 1, 3, 5, 7, 11. But a lot of dance moves take more than 2 feet, so it's how many lines do I need to create this so that they can still dance and that it doesn't just look like we're posing. It's a giant puzzle, a giant piece of graph paper, and making all the pieces fall into position.